I'm Vic Michaelis, and welcome to the Joy Who Live Trans Comedy and Theater Festival. There are more than 30 shows, classes, and workshops happening this month, so make sure you pick up a program. For information about Community Day, streaming, sliding scale tickets, our gender-affirming care fair, and our fundraising raffle where you can win a photo shoot, personal tour of Griffith Observatory, and more. Our festival is completely volunteer-run, non-for-profit project, and it appreciates your support. Before the performance begins, please, please, please make sure your mask is on and stays on for the performance. No eating or drinking since these seats are nice, please. Turn your phone notifications and flash off on your phone, and we hope you return for more events and tell your friends. Now, enjoy the show!
Hey babes, I want to welcome one and all ladies and gentlemen and siblings beyond the binary. What you are about to witness is a performed reading of a pilot episode of a potential television show. It is a complete story, but it is not the complete story. If you like what you see, please remember, we're all tech avail. Fire up those imaginations, settle in, and let me be your guide into the world of Robo Waitress Assassins. Interior, Section 6, Consuming Location 2, Dining Hall, Day. A huge diner that seats hundreds, slapped together with tech and construction materials left over from military projects. Not cozy, but where else are you gonna go? A rotating hologram of a cartoon face spins near the door, shouting at anyone walking by.
Nutritional supplements in hundreds of varieties, in any form you like.
It spins and takes the form of a hoagie, then an overripe banana, then a steering wheel. Patrons sit at booths eating what looks like food, but it's translucent, like gelatin molded into food shapes. A buff fella in his 40s, tack, slides into an empty booth, wears a gadgety blue belt with blinking lights and a techno thimble on one thumb. He jams it into a jack on the wall. A smaller version of the cartoon hologram appears over the table, smiling creepily.
Ooh, what'll be, Mr. Tack?
The face spins and reveals a hologram menu, dozens of nutritional supplements scrolling by, each with its own pie graph and lists of ingredients and composition. Tack reads it over, raises his free hand. In the kitchen, hovering robotic chefs prepare the gelatinous nutritional supplements. A nameplate on each robot reads, Chef. A light over the door to the dining hall illuminates, accompanied by a ding. A set of wheels pop out from under a pair of feet. They turn on their heels as small afterburners pop out and ignite. Floom! They're gone. A whirring blur rockets through the room, making hairpin turns, darting around diners and servers on a collision course with Tack's outstretched leg. Whatever it is, there's no way it can stop in time. And yet it does.
You're lucky I wasn't injured, you.
He stops dead. Eyes bulging at the hand on the table, skin delicately woven over tough carbon fibers, stretched over muscle, gears, servos, and bone. Visible hatches on the knuckles. Ooh, what are those for?
Ugh, gross.
Leaning over the table, Harper, 20s, the rest of her matches the hand. She wears a retro 50s waitress uniform and apron, her glowing orange mechanical eyes narrow.
What the hell makes you say that?
So nasty. You're a Desty, aren't you? Why else would you work here? Anyway, I prefer my service to be, human.
Great. So have you decided?
NS79.
Preferred form?
Okay, I want it to look like a lobster tail, okay? But I wanted it to taste like strawberries. And there needs to be broccoli on the side, but make that taste like chocolate. And give me my butter dipping sauce, but if it doesn't make my mouth explode in a swirl of vanilla ecstasy, I swear I will contact corporate and you'll be out on the street. Got all that?
Harper forces a smile. There's violence in it, just waiting. Probably not for long.
Great. I'll put that right in. Thanks so much for coming in today. We know you have a modicum of choice, and we appreciate you choosing Section 6 Consuming Location 2 for your midday sustenance needs.
She turns and zips off. Tack calls after her.
Can I at least get some water?
Harper hits a button near the door to the kitchen. A plastic cup thunks down onto Tack's table out of the ceiling, followed by a splash of water sloshing all over. The cartoon hologram face spins over the table.
Water, $50, deducted from your account.
Fucking augments.
Back in the kitchen, Harper sticks a robotic finger into an ordering unit, entering Tack's order. A robotic chef grabs an industrial barrel marked Nutritional Supplement 79. The chef dumps it into a machine that looks more like a miniature model of an automobile assembly plant than anything that belongs in a kitchen. Powdered gelatin flows from the tub to the machine, mixed with nearly rotting cabbage, carrots, dead hairless vermin, also probably some raisins. The machine chugs along.
Please select the gelatinous form.
Harper punches a code into the screen.
Acknowledged.
The robotic chef gets to work. Harper leans against a counter, drinking a steaming mug of coffee. Up walks Annika, 20s, in a matching waitress uniform with robotic and cybernetic implants, all her own. Her feet are on the ceiling, their undersides covered in synthetic suction cups like a gecko. She grabs a bar on the ceiling with a hand and rights herself as her arm extends, gently lowering herself to the floor.
You taste like coffee. Why do you drink that stuff? Caffeine doesn't work on us.
I don't know. Makes me feel more human, I guess. Gotta take it where we can get it.
Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna write that down. Feel more human. Hey, is Tack here?
Yep, giant asshole in booth 3.
So, what are you gonna do?
Get him angry enough to chase me outside. Take care of it out there.
You're like a chess master, maneuvering all the pawns into place.
It's more like checkers, honestly. Force people to make the moves you want, and then you win.
Ooh, win.
A beep from the mini processing plant. The robotic chef removes a plate covered with a lid to keep it warm. Harper grabs the plate and zooms off. A small antenna telescopes up from Annika's head.
Let me know if you need help. My frequencies are open.
Harper zips through the dining room, stops short. The momentum carries the plate from her hand in a perfect arc to land on Tack's table. He lifts the lid and sees his foods in the form of a massive poo emoji. Eyes and all smell to match. Harper zooms off. An enraged Tack gives chase and hits a button on his blue belt as he goes. A blue energy aura surrounds him, amplifies his strength. He busts through the kitchen door, tears it off the hinges. The hologram of the cartoon face appears, spinning.
Kitchen door, $2,000, deducted from your account.
Harper darts through the kitchen with precision, corners, speeds outside into the alley. Tack crashes his way down the line, slams out the back door to the alley, where the buildings are stacked on top of each other like mismatched Legos. Harper zooms past the comestible waste dumpster that several dirty, augmented, unhoused people dig through. Tack eyes the dumpster, waves his arms to chase off the foragers.
Get out of here, you filthy augmented freaks! Go drown in the river!
They scatter, watching with interest as Tack hefts the entire dumpster and flings it at Harper. It catches her in the back, driving her to the ground, scraping her face along the pavement. Sparkling black blood pools beneath her. She shrugs the dumpster off, tosses it to the side with ease, kips up to her feet. But half the synthetic skin on her face remains on the pavement. What's left of her face sags, hangs loose, exposing a mix of bone and robotics underneath. And then she smiles, and it's fucking terrifying. Her arms come up perpendicular to the ground. The small hatches on her knuckles open, revealing glowing green orbs. Wisps of neon green smoke rise from the hatches. Tack's eyes go wide. He runs. It's too late, my dude. Beams of hot green plasma erupt at Harper's knuckle, incinerating Tack in an instant. He flails, burns, throws off his flaming clothes. Too late, he's entirely consumed. His body crumbles, liquefies to a red goop. The augmented unhoused are unfazed. Now that the show's over, they resume picking through the dumpster. Harper toes the goop pile as if to be sure Tack's dead. Annika leans on the kitchen door, arms crossed.
Damn, Harper. You've always got it under control. Keep it under control.
Harper smiles in spite of herself, and this time, even with the loose, flapping face, it's not quite so scary. There's genuine affection in there. A communications buzz. Harper's eyes flash, emitting a hologram that floats in front of her. It's Candace, 50s, human. Everything about her screams crisp perfection, not a graying hair out of place. Harper's entire demeanor changes. Her posture drops a little, her head bows. Candace scares her.
So, tack's been dealt with.
I didn't call it in yet.
Annika did.
Candace looks Harper up and down, able to see her through whatever fancy future tech they're using.
Come in for repairs.
Oh, no, my shift isn't over. I need the money.
Well, you can go back to work looking like that.
Don't get your face ripped off.
Best to just get fixed up and head back out tomorrow. Section 4, consuming location 10, needs the help.
Do people in Section 4 tip better?
Don't count on it. See you soon.
The hollow fades out.
I'll clock us out.
No way. You need the money as much as I do.
Seeing you get back safely is more important to me.
Annika accesses a nearby computer terminal, logs in, and the hologram cartoon face floats overhead, smiling. Annika clocks them both out. Their total tips for the day display as dollar amounts in the air, each of them at nearly $500. The hologram spins around.
Cut due to corporate, $200.
Annika feeds her tip money into the machine like a reverse ATM, sticks a hand out to Harper, who hands the cash over. As Annika's finishing up, something catches Harper's eye. In what remains of Tack's shirt, she spots a small bulge in a pocket. She pulls out a holodisc, a small, flat circle with a button on the side. She presses the button, and up from the circle comes a small hologram of a smiling Tack, arms around some friends, celebrating, holding beer bottle-shaped gelatin with big bites taken out of them. Tack doesn't look like an asshole here. He looks happy, alive, human. She stares at it, thinking, processing, or trying to. Hints of green flash in her orange eyes, but vanish as quickly as they appeared. Whatever she was feeling has been suppressed. She crushes the holodisc, watches the debris fall into Tack's remains. She heads off, but then turns back, dips a finger into the red goo formerly known as Tack, pulls some up, smears it around her skull, and uses it to haphazardly stick her face back on. Annika returns.
Oh!
That bad?
You'll get more tips if you smile. Okay, there you go.
Annika walks Harper out of the alley, arm in arm. Exterior, Section 6, consuming location 2, back alley, later. The alley's been cordoned off with laser grids. In the middle, a tall woman in her 40s with broad shoulders, barely contained by her mundane, ill-fitting business suit, Kylie. Her fingers are robotic, but just the fingers. Kylie kneels down next to the pile of used-to-be tack, pokes the goop with the cap of a pen, holds it up to examine. Her partner, Gallus, meanders by, 60s, balding, in a similar but almost glossy suit. A technological silver box is attached to the side of his gut.
Careful you don't get any human in your eye.
Don't know that's what this is yet.
Come on, Kylie. Jesus. The robot chef said they saw a tack guy come out here, chasing a Robo Waitress.
Kylie pulls out a small scanner, like half a smartphone, waves it over the goop, looks at the readouts.
Huh.
Told you.
Kylie spots the crumbled up bits of the holodisc. She pokes at them idly, thinking.
Just another asshole that got what he had coming to him. Mark it, report it, file it. Let's get on with it.
She's looking at the tattered piece of Tack's shirt now, the one Harper pulled the holodisc from.
He was a person, Gallus.
He was an undervermin. There's a corpse sheen on him 10 miles long.
Yeah? What was he into?
Black market proteins, chicken, fish, lentils maybe. Hated augments.
And for that, he deserved to die.
This isn't about what he deserved. This is about you. Other investigators don't do this.
Maybe they should.
Good God. Can we just file the incident report so corporate can make the insurance claim? They don't pay us to dig around. We've got 6 more murder scenes to clear before we clock out. No one cares. Come on.
He stomps off in frustration like an angry toddler. Kylie turns to the door to the kitchen where one of the robot chefs has spotted them. It hovers over its nameplate, rotating from chef to doctor. It looks down at the pile of goop.
I declare this person dead.
Its nameplate rotates again, now reads custodian. It scoops up the tack goop, pours it into the dumpster. As it heads back inside, the smiling hologram face pops up again.
It has been 0 days since the last murder on premises.
Interior dream space, night. Images flash by, but they're blurred, out of focus, each for just a second or two. Walls? In a room. Somewhere. Is that warm light streaming in? The back of Mom's head, as if you were laying on a bed and she was sitting next to you, but looking away. Then outside, Harper's unmistakable knuckles, unclenched fists firing their plasma blasts. And now Mom's face, but fuzzy beyond recognition.
Mom?
When Mom speaks, her voice is distorted. I'll always take care of you. Interior Section 6 Temp Staffing Agency Repair Room. Night. A clean room, bright white lights. Harper lies face up on a surgical table. One wall is floor-to-ceiling windows, a door in the middle leading to an expansive balcony. We're high up overlooking the city and the hodgepodge of buildings. In the distance, the moon shines lonely over an ocean shimmering on the waves. Harper's worked on by robot doctors who are the same as the robot chefs except for the doctor nameplates. A monitor connected to Harper's head plays video of her recent memories, the poop gelatin, zooming around the dining room, the fight. All of it is seen through her eyes, her every move recorded. Annika sits and watches as the robot doctors repair Harper's synthetic skin and charge up her green, glowing power core.
How long will it take?
What the hell are you asking me for?
I don't remember.
Right, I'm sorry.
The worst part is I can't remember why I can't remember, you know?
Thanks for staying.
What kind of a girlfriend would I be if I didn't?
No one else ever has.
I don't know how many employees corporate has. Is it a lot?
You don't remember, but you know.
Well, this is Section 6 Temp Staffing Agency.
And who do they staff?
Everyone?
In which fields?
All of them. And you can't get a job any other way.
Unless you're management.
Are we management?
Do you have to rely on tips to survive?
Yes.
Then no.
So then, everyone in Section 6 who's not management works here.
And you're the only one who cares.
You're the only one who cares about me, even out of all the other waitress assassins, I think. We should be grateful, though.
Oh, for our shitty jobs with shitty pay?
That we have each other. I bet a lot of other people don't even have that. Everybody changing jobs all the time. It's hard to maintain relationships.
Yeah, lonely, miserable people are harder to control.
I'm not either of those. I have you. Besides, no one controls me.
Annika, we're literal robots.
I think maybe technically we're cyborgs.
Whatever you call it, we're augmented. We do what we're programmed to.
You mean we don't kill people because they're bad?
Well, some other people think they're bad, so they put out hits on them.
Then it's okay.
What if you don't want to kill them?
Why wouldn't I want to?
Because that means you're being controlled. And what if they don't deserve to die?
I'm totally not controlled, though.
Oh no? Go out on that balcony.
Annika walks to the balcony door, opens it.
Step out and you're free. You can't, can you?
I don't want to.
And why do you think that is?
Okay, even if they are controlling me, if I'm happy, why is that bad? We all agreed to this.
How can you be sure? Don't you want to be more than you're programmed to be?
Harper wants to be more than she's programmed to be.
We better stop before we get wiped.
Even if we were, we'd never remember. Is that why you know, I heard that if a memory is visceral enough, the wipe can't even...
Ladies?
Candace strides up, killer heels clacking across the floor. How long has she been there, hiding in the shadows?
Hey, Candace!
Damage isn't too serious.
Half your face was ripped off.
Harper, you'll be back up on the next job. Annika will take lead.
Section 4, consuming location 10, right?
Some of their inventory's gone missing lately, but it shouldn't be too much trouble. I'll send the corp sheet on the perp over. But...
Annika's, of course, writing all this down. And she doesn't notice Candace staring at Harper like an owner stares at a puppy who just chewed up the sofa.
Corporate sent Section 6 insurance investigators to Tack's murder scene.
That's standard.
Did you leave anything behind that could lead them to discover who ordered the hit?
I don't think so.
If the investigator finds that corporate paid for a hit against a black market competitor on their own property, how much do you think the insurance would pay out?
Is it not very much?
If that happens, whose budget do you think they'll cut to make up for it? And who do you think I'd hold accountable for that?
Please don't.
Well then, I hope you are careful.
Candace ups her meds, knocking her out. Harper looks into Annika's smiling face as her vision goes blurry.
Rest up. Annika may need you tomorrow.
Harper's vision goes dark. Interior dream space, night. Flashes of Mom sitting on the bed. Flashes of Annika, of Candace, of the repair room, of Tack being dissolved. Images of other hits Harper's carried out, all blurred. Mom's voice is again distorted, slowed down, obscured. I'll always take care of you.
Ugh!
Interior Section 6 Temp Staffing Agency repair room, night. Harper slowly wakes up, all cables and wires now removed. She's good as new. Annika still sits nearby, smiling.
Feeling better?
I guess.
You screamed while you were out.
You always say that.
And I guess you always do. I don't remember. Let's go home.
Annika walks Harper out, arm in arm, just like before. Exterior Section 6 streets, night. The streets are grimy and dark, and every 5 feet that damned hologram cartoon face tries to sell you something. Lots of augmented people everywhere, not a pure human in sight. They'd never come down here. This is the domain of the destitute, the Desties. Annika and Harper stop at Section 6 Convenience and Conciergerie, a future 7-Eleven and landlord all rolled into one. Harper jabs her thumb into a jack next to a computer terminal near the door, and there's our hologram cartoon face again.
Daily rent due to corporate, $267.
Oh, good. I've got about $30 left. Whatever will I do with such riches?
Annika steps up to pay her own rent as Harper gazes across the street longingly.
What is it? I want to get home and get out of this stupid uniform.
Across the street is the object of Harper's desire, the Section 7 Convenience and Conciergerie.
That's the only place with coffee-flavored nutritional supplement.
So go get some.
It's too far off route.
Annika walks toward it, pulling Harper by the hand, but then she stops, like an invisible wall is in her way.
Damn!
It's fine.
It's not. Why don't we do something about it?
Like what?
Annika points at another Robo Waitress Assassin crossing their path. This is Judith, 40s. Even though she's as augmented as they are, she doesn't look quite as advanced. Her robotic parts are older, and she's seen better days. Could still kick your ass, though. Harper runs up to her.
Hey, kiddos.
Hey, Judith. Your route takes you past Section 7 Convenience, right?
Yeah, heading that way now. Why?
Can you stop in and grab me a nutritional supplement? Coffee flavored, please?
Who's paying?
Harper dumps the remainder of her cash in Judith's hand.
You can keep the change for your trouble.
Judith disappears into the store, emerges a moment later with what looks like a little round pint of ice cream. Tries to cross the street, but can't.
Not allowed to backtrack off my route. Catch.
Judith tosses it over, but it's a terrible throw. One of Annika's extending arms shoots out and snatches it, dropping it into Harper's hand with a smile.
Thanks. How much change was left?
Change? You owe me $350.
You know I'm good for it.
Interior Section 6 Housing Unit 27, later. Harper and Annika inch down the hallway of a rundown apartment building, dimly lit with cold fluorescence and a low ceiling. Walls cracked, carpet fraying, lots of rats. Every 10 feet or so, there's another rotating hologram of that cartoon face, trying to sell you snow tires or a hairbrush or a pair of light-up flip-flops. They stop at a pair of doors with a parting kiss. They disappear inside their respective apartments. Interior Harper's apartment, continuous. Harper shuts the door, clutching her coffee gelatin to her chest. She grabs a bent spoon, pops the lid off, takes a big bite. It's not great, but it's all she has. She walks into the bedroom, peels off her waitress uniform, tosses it on a pile of other dirty waitress uniforms. Pops open her closet, pulls out a worn brown sweater and jeans. The rest of the closet is filled with nothing but identical waitress uniforms. She hops in the shower under water that's barely more than a trickle before shutting off entirely. The hologram cartoon face appears over the shower, spins.
Daily water depleted. Replenished for $250?
She fires a small knuckle blast at it. The plasma beam cruises right through, scorching a hole in the wall. Then it hits a pipe, water gushing out into Harper's face, knocking her back off screen. The hologram cartoon face spins.
Whoa! Property damage. Tip garnishment plus 33%.
Oh, come on!
Now in her ragged sweater and jeans, her hair wet, Harper plops herself on a love seat with only one cushion, flinging globs of coffee gelatin from the container to her open mouth in arcs of perfect precision. The floor is soaked. She watches a rat splash through the water, climb the table, leap to the single window, and run out into the street. Harper wearily punches another hole in the wall. Some plaster falls. She picks up a chunk of it. She opens the front door, water leaking out into the hall. She flings the plaster at Annika's door, where it breaks and falls to the floor. A second later, the door opens to reveal Annika smiling in a ratty old sundress with one strap frayed and hanging. Then she sees the water on the floor.
Hey! Oh!
My water ration ran out. Again.
You look like you need a hug.
Annika tries to cross the hall, but an invisible force won't let her. She looks down.
Right. En route. I forgot. How's the coffee stuff?
Better than nothing.
Worth all the cash you had left?
Harper shrugs, tosses it over. Annika pops the lid off, scoops a little out, tentatively touches it with her tongue.
Ew. No.
She flings it at Harper in disgust. Harper misses it and it splashes to the floor behind her. The rat from before leaps in back through the window, grabs the container in its mouth and drags it off.
You're just gonna let it get away with that?
Ugh, I'm tired of fighting.
Yeah, I get it. Ooh, wanna watch a hollow story?
I'm broke.
My treat, since I threw your treat to the rats.
You can't afford it.
I should have just enough. Least I can do. Besides, I'm tired of staring out my window.
Annika hits a computer panel outside her door, which reveals a holographic menu of hollow stories and rental prices. She feeds her remaining cash into the panel, $22. Nearly all the titles instantly go gray out of her meager price range. The only options left.
Freddy does the dishes. And cop, hospital.
She selects the latter, the menu disappears. A hollow movie takes its place floating in the hall between them with uniformed cops in lab coats shooting at some criminal patients.
You always pick cop hospital?
If you say so. What the heck's a cop, anyway?
Maybe someone that was supposed to enforce the law, but instead spent their time harassing and shooting people they didn't like?
Why?
Hell if I know.
I like this.
That's why you always pick it.
No, I mean being with you. It makes me happy. I wish we could always be happy.
Nobody's always happy.
Not any of us Desties, anyway.
I don't know. People who are still fully human seem pretty messed up too.
Maybe we're not that different, but maybe they'll never see it that way. You think we'll ever be free to just, I don't know, do what we want?
I know you don't remember, but corporate literally owns us.
Maybe one day they won't.
Ugh. I don't want yet another copy of Cop Hospital in my memory bank.
She reaches up and taps her temple, and the lights in her eyes go out, her vision shut off. A second later, they pop right back on again.
Oh, right. I don't have a choice.
At least we're together. And that always makes it feel like home.
They sit in silence in their respective doorways, watching the Hollow movie floating in the hallway air.
Isn't your butt gonna get wet from the water leak?
Closest I'm getting to a shower.
Interior, Section 4, consuming location 10, day. The contrast between here and the previous diner could not be more stark. Excess, opulence, gaudy as hell. Windows, so fucking fancy. The view is stunning. Majestic towers glint in the setting sun, sparkling orange reflections on a deep blue sea out near the horizon. Clouds and birds and room to breathe. Harper zooms along, taking orders. Across the dining room, she keeps an eye on Annika, who's following a guy we'll call Swanky McMoneybags to the lobby. Annika sneaks into an elevator behind McMoneybags. The door closes. From inside, a startled yelp, a muffled wham bang, and those doors must not be airtight because a misting of blood sprays out between them. A communications buzz. Harper takes it on audio only, whispers her replies while bussing a table.
Harper?
I'm here.
Just had a new job come in, and public tracking shows the target in your location, so why wait? Execute the hit. Sending the corpse sheet now.
Harper grabs her paltry tip from the table, pretends to be counting it while flashing a hollow image from her eye into the palm of her hand. It shows a headshot of a rich dickhead and a long list of his crimes against corporate. Stealing office supplies, embezzling, watching cop hospital on company time. You get the drift. Harper pockets the tip, looks directly at Dickhead sitting at one of her tables.
Just served him lunch.
See to it, then.
Harper eases up to Dickhead's table, her fake smile plastered on. On the table, the remnants of food. Actual food. None of that protein gelatin crap.
How was everything?
Satisfactory.
Okay, look. Harper's trying to be friendly. Really, she is. She needs those tips, but it's not easy for her. Especially now.
I'm sorry. What?
It was fine.
You had the...
Salmon?
That's a fish. An actual fish.
The staffing agency really needs to train you Desties better.
We're people, you know.
Well, you're really not though, are you? People are flesh and bone.
I have some bone.
Mostly no though, right? Not anymore. Maybe you were human once, person once, but you had to be augmented to survive. And that, to me, looks an awful lot like failure.
Dickhead stands, grabs his coat. Harper looks down at the table again. Something's missing.
You didn't leave a tip.
Whew. I don't, why would I?
I got your order right. I brought you everything on time. I checked up on you. I refilled your drink without having to ask. I was friendly. Well, I was nice. Well, I wasn't entirely unpleasant. You try working one of these jobs, having to deal with all the stress from snooty rich dickheads who don't tip.
I don't have to. That's the point. I'm outie.
He saunters off, leaving Harper to seethe. She grabs a half-finished cup of coffee from the table, clutches it like a security blanket. Annika bounds back up, splattered all over with blood.
That guy was a squirter.
How'd you doing?
Annika's hand whirs, reconfigures.
Energy cannon.
Yep, that'll do it.
Annika holds up her order pad, already written in blood.
Energy cannon makes messes.
Annika looks down at her blood-soaked uniform.
I should change.
I'm heading back that way too. Got a secondary mission.
I wish we got tips for those. Wait, do we get tips for those?
Back in the diner's locker room, little holes for tech thimbles or robot fingers near each locker. Annika jabs a robotic thumb into a hole. Her locker door slides open. Above the lockers are small horizontal windows. Harper stands on a bench, tries to see out, but it's up too high.
Can you see if my target's still out there?
Somebody's buying something from one of the robot chefs out on the back patio. Fish, I think.
What's he look like?
Like a robot chef.
The other guy.
A rich dickhead.
That's him.
You sure you want to kill him?
That's the job.
But yesterday you said... I don't remember the words, but I remember the feeling.
Annika hangs upside down in front of Harper. Harper smiles at Annika's kindness, wipes some blood off Annika's cheek, kisses her, then heads for the patio. Annika peers out the window, not wanting to miss the show, attempting to change her skirt while still upside down. It doesn't go great. Exterior diner patio moments later. Harper spots Dickhead holding a stack of salmon in ice trays. A robot chef walks away counting a stack of money. Snaking her way through the scattered tables of affluent eaters dining in the fading sunlight, Harper corners Dickhead. He retreats, trying not to drop his satisfactory salmon, back pressing into a guardrail, the only thing between him and a 20-story drop. She grabs the front of his shirt, knuckle hatches open and ready to fire, green plasma steam rising into his face. The customers on the patio turn to watch the show. He flails, drops the salmon, and over the edge it tumbles, bouncing off buildings, flying cars, powered gliders, and other sundry aerial doohickeys.
That cost me a month's wages!
Oh, a month of my wages would get me a salmon tail, if I'm lucky. Do you know what the rest of us have to eat?
You know, I knew if corporate found out, they'd send someone. But a waitress? Oh, no. Come on. I deserve a pro hitter at least.
That's what you're upset about.
Why send a fucking Desty? I'm worth only a top-of-the-line assassin.
You're looking at one.
Harper?
She turns to look, finds a cleaned-up Annika approaching.
I don't know if this is important, but I feel like maybe it is. Eggs and bake in. Falafel and hummus. Chambly. Okay, this is the wrong page. Harper wants to be more than she's programmed to be.
Harper hesitates, her eyes nearly all green. Dickhead wriggles out of Harper's grasp, bolts, crashes into Annika, flings her out of his way as he collides with the table. Caught off guard, Annika staggers forward, hits the guardrail, and tumbles over. Harper reaches for her. Too late. Annika falls. Her extending arms reach for the railing, but they're not long enough. She angles toward the building, tries to stick her gecko feet on, but she's falling too fast. Her feet stick hard, her body whips around, slams into the side of the building. Her feet pop loose and she falls, limp. She crashes onto an outcropping a dozen stories below, sparkling black blood pooling beneath her. Harper turns to Dickhead, green eyes full of rage.
What did you do?
She unleashes full plasma fury upon Dickhead. He doesn't even fall apart before liquefaction. Instant goo. Also gooified are the table and chairs and half the floor where his body was. The goo splatters all around, coating the other tables, the food, the affluent eaters. The customers applaud. What a show! Harper grabs Annika's order pad and leaps over the edge. The wheels extend from Harper's feet, magnetically thunk to the side of the building. Afterburners ignite, and she skates down to the outcropping in seconds. Harper tries to stop at Annika's side, but slips in her blood, crashing into a wall at high speed. Sparks arc as her body scrapes the side of the building, grinding bits and breaking joints. She limps to Annika. Annika's inner circuitry is exposed, sparkling black fluids leaking. Gears, struts, bones, all broken and mangled.
Annika? Hey.
Harper? Don't let the others end up like me. Okay? You should write that down. please.
Don't let the others end up like Annika.
Harper. Are we home? I don't remember.
Yeah, we are.
Small black tears run down Harper's cheeks. Harper sits with her in silence until she's gone. Exterior diner patio, later. Affluent eaters taking the skyline gawk at the damage Harper caused, some back to eating like nothing happened. Kylie's examining the red goop with her scanner as Gallus moves between the people getting statements. He sidles up next to an adult of affluence who's entirely human.
Hi, I'm Investigator Gallus with Section 6 Insurance. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
You sure got here quick.
Well, that's our job.
Not much else for you to do, I reckon.
So many murders, we have to keep a move on. You know how it is.
I hear ya. Not to brag, but this is the third one I've seen just this month. And why are you even here? Murder's not a crime.
Hey, I'm with you. You know how insurance claims are. Gotta make sure it's on the up and up.
Kylie's walked over, inserts herself into the conversation. Gallus seems almost relieved.
Did you see what happened here?
Some guy was buying something from one of the robot chefs, and the waitress shot him with beams out of her knuckles like some kind of Adventure Hollow story.
Was there anything to give you an indication of who the waitress worked for?
Well, she works for corporate, right? Don't they all?
Sure. What I mean is, was there anything that indicated who ordered the hit?
I don't understand. You're insurance investigators.
Right. If corporate ordered the hit on their own property but then filed an insurance claim over it...
That'd be insurance fraud. Capital offense.
Oh, yeah. There good money in that?
For corporate.
Right. It's clearly not going to you two.
If you could just answer the question...
Yeah, well, no. Nothing to indicate it was ordered at all. Probably just some Desi getting mad at her betters.
You're free to go, and I recommend going quickly.
They run off, as scared as they should be.
We done? Catch you back at the office.
Kylie walks to the railing and looks down. On the outcropping several stories below, there's a pool of sparkling black blood. On the ledge of another building, 10 stories up, Harper watches Kylie in silence, Annika's broken body cradled in her arms. Interior, Section 6 Insurance, night. Kylie sits behind a desk in an aggressively beige office. The only personal touch is one photo of her with other similarly built ladies in a weightlifting competition. She placed 6th and seems very proud. She's doing data entry, her robotic fingers typing in a blur of speed too fast to see. Gallus strolls by, headed for the door, coffee in hand.
Working harder, hardly caring, leaving the work for the saps on the night shift.
Your apathy is...
Aspirational.
remarkable.
Just as good. I don't know why you got your fingers augmented.
Better than a robo bladder.
Is it? We're on the move all day and I can drink all the coffee I want and never have to stop to pee.
You're going right now, aren't you?
The door suddenly opens. There's Harper, covered in sparkling black blood, holding the broken Annika in her arms.
Oh shit. Are you coming in?
Harper looks like she's struggling to walk forward, but something invisible's holding her back.
I can't, but my route passed by and please can you...
Harper stands just outside the door, hands Annika over to Kylie, who gently places her in a chair.
I'm Harper. I saw you investigating. I need you to bring her back to the temp agency. It's not on my route. I have to go home. I couldn't leave her.
Kylie puts a reassuring hand on Harper's shoulder, gives it a squeeze and a pat.
Of course. Do you want to tell me what happened?
I never asked for this. I can't. I have to go.
exterior Section 6 streets, later. Harper limps along her programmed route home, hands stuffed into her apron pockets, head down, trying to make sense of the world. It's not working. In front of what passes for a hospital in this world, with other businesses haphazardly stacked on top, stands Judith.
Judith, I told you I'd pay you back. Tomorrow I'll...
Not about that.
You're not on your normal route?
I'm on assignment. Got a corpse sheet on someone in the medical center.
I just wanted to get some air. Took my time walking home.
Just two Robo Waitress Assassins staring each other down, telling terrible lies in a hospital parking lot at night, as you do. Judith's hands whir and spin, replaced by razor-sharp blades. She charges. Harper dodges, but in her wounded state, it's not fast enough. Takes a deep gouge on her arm, sparkling black blood spilling out onto the pavement. Her wheels pop out of her feet and her afterburners ignite, and she speeds away from Judith. Looking back to see if she's being followed, she doesn't spot what's in front of her. Another Robo Waitress assassin, Cora, extends spikes from her feet to root herself to the ground, hooks arms with Harper, and then spins 360 degrees at the waist. This sends Harper rocketing back toward Judith and her blades. Harper cuts her afterburners, stops on a dime, just out of reach. Judith leaps, rocket boosters on her calves ignite, and she crashes into Harper. The force creates a sinkhole. Both of them tumble to the bottom. Pipes burst, water sprays everywhere.
Destruction of city property, $20,000! Tip garnishment plus 150%!
Judith pushes one of her blade hands right through Harper's calf and into the ground, rooting her to the spot.
I just want to go home.
I wish I could let you, kid. You know I don't have a choice. Programming is programming.
Harper's knuckle hatches open. She fires. Judith's blade arm is liquefied.
Damn it, Harper! That was my favorite arm!
Harper dislodges from the ground, leaps back to street level, Judith's severed blade arm still embedded in her leg. But up there, Cora's waiting. She flings herself at Harper and all of her joints extend and warp, bending in ways joints should not, until she's physically wrapped Harper up. Harper tries to break free, but it's impossible, so she embraces the close quarters, punches Cora in the gut again and again.
Please don't make me kill you.
But Cora won't relent. She squeezes. Harper's bones crack. Harper opens the knuckle hatches again, blasts a hole right through Cora's gut. Cora's limbs loosen, limp, and she falls to the ground, gasping for air in a puddle of black blood. Harper pulls herself to her feet, uses her knuckle plasma beams to cut one of the wings off of a parked flying car, and then uses it to pancake Cora to the ground. She slams the wing down on her again and again, her rage fully unleashed. Harper's damaged, tired, run down, emotionally spent. She's panting, trying to recover, leaning against the car, rips the blade out of her leg.
Oh, fuck!
The blade clatters to the street as Harper spots the wounded Judith approaching, forces herself to stand again. A communications buzz. Judith's eyes flash and a Candace hologram emits from them.
I thought you'd have this under control by now.
Don't make me do this.
Aw, is she your friend?
She'll kill me. She might have already killed Cora.
There's only one of her. Corporate needs you to be as good as she is. I thought maybe you'd learn something.
Harper raises her arms. They're shaking, unsteady, but they're up. Knuckle hatches open.
Fucking spare me the lecture and just shut her down already!
A sigh from Candace as she presses a button off screen. Harper's eyes go dark, and then she collapses, hits the street hard.
Bring her in.
The hologram winks out. Judith leans on the car for support, doubled over in pain.
God damn!
Interior Section 6 Temp Staffing Agency office, night. Expansive windows overlook the skyline, and this office looks good. Money and taste combined, a rarity. Candace sits behind her expansive desk, imposing as all hell. The entire thing sits on a raised platform so she can literally look down on whoever happens to come by. And right now, that's Kylie, still in her ill-fitting suit and completely unimpressed by her surroundings.
I'm afraid I don't understand why you're asking.
Same reason anyone asks anything. I'd like to know.
As part of your investigation.
Sure. Also other reasons. I'd hate to think that young women might have been augmented without consent and then programmed into carrying out corporate killings.
We only augment volunteers who feel they need enhancements to be competitive in the modern workplace.
Okay, I overstepped a little. You do own several augments, though, right?
Personally, a couple. Section 6 Temp Staffing Agency employs augments almost exclusively. But you already knew that. And I thank you for returning Annika to us.
What will happen to her?
She's not worth the cost to fix. The parts that can be salvaged will be used on other corporate assets for repairs.
Corporate assets? Do you hear yourself? Do you ever just wonder what it's like to be programmed and have no choice in what you do?
When it comes down to it, we're all programmed.
You're not augmented.
Unlike you. I know what insurance investigators make. You do what you have to, right?
But my brain is my own, and so is yours. So where's the programming come in?
We live in a society. And part of living in a society means having to play by its rules. Especially for women, you must have noticed by now.
That applies to people of all marginalized genders.
It does. Society expects certain things of us simply because of how we're perceived. Dress a certain way, look a certain way, behave a certain way. To disobey that is to become an outcast, an outsider.
Kylie can't help but take notice of herself with a weightlifter's body in a shape suits aren't made to fit.
It'd almost force someone to take a woefully mundane, mind-numbing job like insurance investigator.
Wow, rude!
So please, do not condescend to me with some inflated concern for our augments. They have their place in society, as do we all. They can no more rise above their programming than we can.
I have. I'm not built like most women.
And how's that worked out for you?
Have any of your augments been programmed to take out hits on behalf of corporate, on corporate property, thus invalidating corporate's insurance claims?
If they were, I'd have to be a fool to admit it.
Well, that's all I came here to ask. Just trying to look out for those that might need a little help.
So I expect the case to be closed.
Not just yet. Something about it still bugs me. I might keep poking around.
If there's any way I could help speed things along, don't hesitate to let me know. Having a friend like me could be very lucrative for a woman like you.
Have a good evening.
Candace watches her go, all stoic and unblinking. Interior, Section 6, Temp Staffing Agency Repair Room, night. Harper lays on the table, the robot doctors putting her back together. Again. The monitor connected to Harper's head replays the view from Harper's eyes. Video of her walking into Kylie's office, speaking with Kylie, Gallus in the doorway. Now the video shows Harper being jumped by Judith and Cora and their fight in the streets.
Memory wipe 97% complete.
Candace approaches the table, stands next to Harper, her face an emotionless mask. She ups Harper's drugs, forces a smile, just as fake as most of Harper's. We've seen this view before, only now it's not blurry. Candace turns away from Harper, checking instruments. Now on the memory wipe machine, every memory Harper has of Annika flashes by. Their jobs together, being in the repair room together, watching Hollow Stories, their relationship, their love, all of it, being wiped. Harper fights to stay awake, pulls out Annika's order pad from her apron, looks at the notes. Her eyes go wide, green, locked in battle with the orange, still clutching the order pad. Her eyes close. Interior dream space, night. The images flash. Mom, blurry on the bed, looking down at her, forcing a smile. The images sharpen, come into focus. She can see it now. That's not sunlight, it's the burning white overhead fluorescence. She's not on a bed, she's on the repair table. Mom is Candace, Candace is Mom. More flashing images, a completely human Harper, struggling as she's strapped to the table by robot doctors. The back of Mom's head as she sits on the edge of the table, then turning.
Mom, no, stop! I don't want this!
I paid for your gender transition in full. Do you have any idea how much that cost?
I needed that. To live, to be me.
I know, and I support you. But you owe me. So now you work for me. And I'll always take care of you.
More flashes in full clarity. Harper's kills multiple nameless people from her past, and Tack, and Rich Dickhead. Then flashes of Annika, smiling, laughing, kissing, falling, dying. Sparkling black blood filling the screen until there's nothing but darkness surrounding Harper's face. She looks into the camera. Her eyes glow fluorescent green, all the orange purged. She's completely unlocked. We cut back to the repair room. Harper's on the table, eyes closed. She puts a fist through the monitor of the memory wipe machine. Sparks and debris fly.
Harper?
Sorry, I had a bad dream.
Harper flips herself off the table, tests her joints, eyes still closed. Candace heads for the door.
Shake it off. There's work to be done, and people aren't going to assassinate themselves.
Candace gone now as Harper opens her eyes. As in her dream, they're all green. She makes a beeline for the balcony door, flings it open. Deep breath, a step forward, over the line, off route. Nothing holds her back. She's out on the balcony. The entire world is hers. She's free. Climbs over the railing to a nearby fire escape, but her waitress uniform snags. In freeing it, Annika's order pad spills out. Harper flails, desperate not to lose all she has left of Annika. She catches it, flips through, smiling at all of Annika's little notes. She stops when she sees, in Annika's handwriting,
Harper wants to be more than she's programmed to be.
and then, in her own handwriting,
Don't let the others end up like Annika.
she's torn, eating her up inside. Freedom is right there. She stows the order pad, stands in front of the door to the repair room, working up the nerve, walks back inside. Candace calls out from her office.
Harper? Hurry up, I've got another job for you.
Interior, Section 6, Insurance, night. Lights low for the night crew. Kylie's at her desk, speed typing. The door opens, and there's Harper, jaw set, eyes narrowed, hands in fists, one clutching Annika's order pad.
Harper?
Harper touches her temple. The lights in her eyes go out, and stay out. The recording is off. She smiles, and just like her first one, there's violence in it.
I need your help to save them.
She steps over the threshold off her programmed route.
And we're gonna start by bringing Annika back.
Your Robo Waitress Assassins cast. I am Tilly Bridges, your narrator, co-writer, and co-director. Susan Bridges as Candace, and also my co-writer and co-director. Ari Villalon as Kylie and Judith. Olabisi Kovabel is the hologram robot doctors and adult of affluence. Kacy Boccumini is Gallus, Tack, and Rich Dickhead. Jax McLaughlin as Annika. Griffin Kelly as Harper. Thank you to the Hudson for hosting us, to our tech director, Andy Navarez, to our ASL interpreters, Cher Smith and Aster Owen, to the Joy Who Lived Festival for making this possible, and to you for coming to see the show and watching the live stream. Please go fight for a better world. Love you all.